Observations. What can you see?
Left hyperextension more than right.
So what was that?
Either she weak leg on the left or she has more hyperextension on the left leg.
More
On the left?
hyperextension on the left?
Right. On the right?
Right.
It's good.
Okay. Should we be systematic just so that again we don't jump around the place? Let's start from the feet. What can you see? So Gloria's foot placement,
Right,
they're
external
relatively even.
Left inverted.
And then just, you know, not massively different. And I've seen Gloria stand a few different ways so far, so she's moved around a fair bit. Arch of her feet, does it look even?
No.
Left side's a bit more flatter.
Left flatter than right, okay. Look at her knee, her legs, so her knee to her ankle, what does that look like? Any differences that you notice in the leg?
No valgus.
Does her muscle block look the same?
The left side's a bit more
Valgus.
overworked. A bit more bigger on the left side.
Weaker on the left side?
Bigger.
Bigger on the left?
In front.
Pelvis on the right.
If you look at Gloria's legs, just globally all the way down, if you look at the right, look at the shape of her leg or coming down, and look at the shape of her leg on her left. Do they look different? Just don't overanalyze it. Do they look different? What is the difference?
Rotation. Hip rotation.
The shape.
Yeah. It's more on the right. It's more indented.
Yeah, so what does that suggest?
Rotation on the.
Or there's more muscle. Like she's
Muscle.
got quad and she's got calf. And the left side sort of is a bit straighter all the way down. Can you see that now?
Yes.
I can see it. Okay, so that's just what struck me about Gloria when I had a look at her from the start. It's just the left leg just looks straight and the right looks curvier. So the muscle looks different. Okay, knees, flat pad, patella position. So what I'm saying there, sorry, when we're talking about it looks like there's a difference in the medial calf, right to left, but we'll have a little bit more a look at that when we turn her around later. Okay, patella position. Fairly neutral, would you say?
Very neutral.
Maybe a little bit squinty, a little bit coming in together. Quadriceps bulk.
Right.
Right is
Right is
more.
more than
More.
left.
And then just, you know, does she look like she's got even weight through her legs? Does she look like she's weight bearing evenly? So without any feedback from Gloria, she looks pretty even, doesn't she? Okay, turn around with your back to the group, Gloria. So again, looking at just the general appearance left versus right. And again, looking at muscle bulk all the way down. What do you think?
Right side is more.
Semi-membranous and
Membranous and
semi-membranous.
semi-membranous. It's more bulky.
So when we were standing before, it appeared that Gloria's right side, so your left side, so you came to side. Yeah. Her general muscle on her left was a bit less than her right. That was sort of the biggest thing we could see. Go side on to the group one way. So just look at contours there. Look at pelvic position, does it seem to be excessively one way or the other? So you're looking for big ticket items. Don't go too small because everybody's going to be a little bit different. Switch right around. So right side, looking at that quad to hamstring bulk, look at the calf bulk. Okay, right, stand facing. So, Gloria, can you just say what you were saying before? So I said she has knee pain. Can you just talk about the area and talk about what bothers you?
Like, I have knee pain on and off, but sometimes I can't really localize it, but like usually I have like the medial side, I usually have pain. And then I find it difficult to do single leg squat on the left side, and then I can't step on a high box on the left side. The right side is okay, but like left side, I'm definitely struggling.
Yeah. So, from the information that Gloria has kindly provided you, what would you look at with her function?
Step up,
Single
step up.
Yeah, both of those things that she just said. So one might be enough, you might get enough information, but you've got a few options there. So let's start with a double leg squat. What do you see? Does that feel okay,
Right leg
Gloria?
is struggling. Yes.
Any discomfort there?
No net.
Pause for a second for me. Was there anything that you noticed there? I'm going to come around to the front and have a look in a minute.
Right leg is struggling.
Do you feel any different? So does it look like she puts more weight on one leg than the other? Or is there any change in how her knees move?
The left external rotates.
Okay. Can I just jump in on this one? Okay. Can you stop for me? Okay, that's fine. Can you go onto your right leg now? Can you do a single leg squat? A lot of concentration there. All right. So that looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yep.
So we're looking at, do one more on your right. Trunk, hips, knee, alignment over the foot, okay? So go left. So first of all, don't even start. Can you see as Gloria shifts the weight on her left, it's almost like it takes longer for her mind to get her balance on that side. She's really got to think about it. Go onto your right, no problem. Go onto your left. So even that is different. It's just like it takes more for her to do this. Okay, now can we try it? Now if it hurts you, just stop, but let's just try a single leg squat. Okay, so stop for a sec. What are your comments firstly?
The knee
Shift
shifts.
the knee.
This one rotation.
Rotates and medial
Shift.
this
Yeah,
way.
adapted, yeah.
And depth of squat?
Definitely less.
Less. So even from the start, the comparison of the movement, you're not even comparing what she's really doing on the right. Your right squat looked good. Left, immediately, you looks like you don't have confidence to go deeper. Now obviously that's then questioning about, is it pain that stops you there?
No pain so far, but I don't know if I have confidence or is this I don't have the power.
Yeah,
strength.
yeah. So it's not pain driven, but there's something that's limiting Gloria's ability to go down. Now,
Do we
one
can
of,
sit with let her hold it?
yeah, we can, like we can put finger on the bed and get her to do it that way, and then that takes out a balance component. But I just would like to, if we don't have the balance there, it really accentuates everything for us to begin with. So go left again, just do 3 if you can. So look at her, do 3, look at trunk, look at pelvis, look at the amount of movement at the hip, the knee, where does the knee track over the foot, okay? So what do you see?
She's leaning more towards the left.
Yeah, so there's a lot of trunk flexion forward as well. So you're sort of bending, but you're getting a lot of it from your trunk and hip, less at your knee to get the activity. What's happening at the pelvis?
Rotated.
A little bit more, less stable through the pelvis, and we can drill down into that later. And then the knee, what's happening there?
Adaptations of the knee.
So if we look at the tracking, it's almost like she's coming on the inside of her big toe rather than through the middle of. So just do one on your right, look where the knee goes. Sort of second toe maybe. Go left. Inside her big toe? Yeah, okay. Beautiful demonstration. But you can see it's quite different. So that's what you're looking for in that real life situation. I did ask Gloria before about sort of how irritable her condition is too, because you don't want to be doing repeated tests like this and it actually just be making things sore as you go. But as you can see when we talked about what is the problem, Gloria's saying to us, it's not pain that stops her, she just can't do it the same. And then maybe if we push deeper, maybe it would get to a painful problem, but at the moment, pain is not the thing that's the limiter. There's something else. So that's where you're going to just sort of dissect that a little bit more. So then you could, as one of your modifications, so we're talking about how could you change this, first thing you could be, give her some balance. If you improve her stability, does it change the ability of the single leg squat? So if you hold on to me, do single leg squat on that side, does it make any difference to you?
Yeah, easier.
It is easier. Her hip still goes out to the side. You see the hip going towards the left, but perhaps her, go again, sorry, the knee over the big toe is still about the same.
Yeah.
But like if I go deeper, I can feel a little bit discomfort.
Yeah. So then you start to get into the range where your pain starts to become more of a problem. So then if we try and think about some of the things that we cued, we said that Gloria's foot is quite flat. So potentially could we start with something like that? So the first thing is I'm going to just get you to push down through your big toe a little bit more and lift through that arch. So I don't want you to roll onto your middle toe side. I just want you to engage through your foot, make that arch work harder. Now do it again with support, and I just want to see, does that make a difference? Now what do you think?
Seems easier.
And your knee, look at where the knee is tracking, just as a first one. You're not going over, diving over the middle of your first toe. So you're actually probably over here more than here. Would that be fair, do you think?
Was the effort onto your hands more now?
No, she's still quite light on my hands actually. You're not pushing hard on it, no, she's doing well. So no, that didn't change very much, but that sort of seemed to change, and also the depth of your squat I thought looked better too. So from that information, you might then go, okay, well maybe I'll take Gloria's foot and do some low dye tape there, and that might give her some improvement in her knee function. And then maybe you need some orthotics, or look at your shoes. Are your shoes part of the issue? Can we get some, because a lot of the time if you've got good shoes, you don't need orthotics, but the shoes might be really, you might be running in a really minimalistic shoe, and what you need is a shoe with some good arch support in it. So there are ways of approaching that with the foot. Okay, so if we leave the foot for the minute, next thing what I want you to do your single leg squat onto this one. Now I want you to really think about your knee. I want you to think about turning your knee out a little bit, but I want it to come from here, okay? So it's here that I want it.
Do I still need to maintain the arch?
No, don't worry about your foot anymore. So just try and modify one thing at a time, okay? So turning your knee out. Good. And down. Can you do it again? Push out, push out, push out, push out on me. That's it, that's it. Good. And do it again. Push out on me. That's it. Can you feel your glute at all? You don't have to. It's okay if you don't. Yeah? What did your knee feel like?
I don't feel discomfort now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. The squat
It's
itself
more stable, I
was
think.
okay? Okay, and one last thing that I want you to do is this time from a trunk point of view, I want you to go hip back as you squat down. So I want your bottom back. Does that make sense? Do this one. So still bend your knee. So just trying to get a bit more glute activation through there. What does that feel like?
Seems more stable.
So you can see with Gloria, there's multiple ways we could approach this, multiple cues to try and get the same thing happening. But we want to try and develop an assessment that makes sense and immediately changes. And then if you can get those small changes, very powerful for Gloria to go, okay, that was really great. And I think, maybe my shoes are rubbish and I need to get new shoes, and that's going to change my knee pain. As an easy fix, that's a passive approach coming up.
Yes.
I still think we need to look hip coming down, and also with the way that Gloria moves, you're also thinking, okay, she's coming down like this. Is a hip part of the problem? So definitely screening above and below for you. Always we are, but it's really forefront in my mind that I would clear your hip. Okay, so let's move on and we'll start doing, can I have someone up here? Can